Colorado High School Activities Association basketball is on Morgan County's B106, b106.com, and the Eastern Plains Sports Network. Tonight from Stan Lempe Gymnasium in Fort Morgan, it is a Longs Peak League matchup as the Northridge High School teams have showed up here. Good evening, everyone, along with Corey Riddle. This is Brian Nickel bringing you the action here tonight. And getting some introductions here, so we'll get that brought up here. The Mustang starting lineup is brought to you by B&B Appliance. B&B Appliance and repair, from refrigerators to vacuums and everything in between. They have exactly what you need and service it too. And the starting lineups for tonight is going to be freshman Lauren Swetzik, along with junior Shailene Ramirez, freshman Ava Taylor, along with junior Bella Phillips, and freshman Kiera Jimenez.
A lot of young faces out here tonight.
Yeah, no seniors on the team this year. Of course, there weren't any juniors last year, so that just goes to say, I guess. So
a lot of repetition, a lot of practice, and I can see it become good.
Yep, yeah, it'll be good starting freshmen in a couple of years. They should be a lot better. So the opening tip is brought to you by Buildings by Design. When it comes to experience, Buildings by Design is the best in the business. Quality, commitment, and experience make Buildings by Design the only choice when it comes to your next project. So Ava Taylor will jump for the Mustangs up against Sophia Carbajal. And it is won by Northridge as they get it set up in their offense. Over on the far side from the baseline, that shot is going to be up and no good, going to be up off of Northridge and out of bounds, so Fort Morgan will take control here. Lauren Swetzik gets it into Ramirez as she gets it up across the half-court line. Shailene drives it down, now just to pick it up. Going to go underneath to Taylor at the left baseline. Layup is going to be up and no good, going to be rebounded by Phillips. Now she is going to be fouled. So she will go to the line to shoot two. So that foul is going to be on Maya Burkholter. That will be her first. So Bella Phillips will go to the line to shoot two after she comes down with the first rebound of the game. That one is up and no good. Bounces off the back of the rim. She waits. Couple of dribbles down. Bends, shoots, and that is up and in. First point of the game goes to Bella Phillips and the Fort Morgan Lady Mustangs, and they're going to put on a little pressure here in the backcourt as they get it into the hands now Riley Beck. Excuse me. That pass is going to be over the head of Carbajal into the corner. Cross-court pass through the legs, but picked up, and now underneath to Savannah Amack, and then to Sophia Carbajal. She puts it up and in for the bucket for Northridge. Ramirez being guarded out there, now into the hands of Taylor at left corner. Ramirez for a three straightaway, and that is up and in for Shailene Ramirez. From downtown for Ramirez. Now a steal. Just knocked away, but taken by the Grizzlies. Up into the front court with Amack. Over on the far side, that three is going to be up and good, and that is going to be Jillian Fulton for her first bucket. That is a three. 5-4 Lady Mustangs. Ball is going to be taken away. Turnover Lady Mustangs. Tipped away now. The Grizzlies get their offense set up with Fulton out at the point. Going to dribble. Oh, she's going to stop and pop a three, and that is off the back of the rim. No good. Going to be rebounded off of her foot. Turnover Lady Mustangs. But Lauren Swetzik did have the rebound. not sure, did she dribble that off of the other girl that was right there? I think Ava Taylor was right there.
It kind of looked like it.
So a 2 from just inside the arc was no good. Going to be rebounded by Shailene Ramirez. She brings it up, stops just short of midcourt. Now that pass is going to be taken away. Turnover number 3. As Amac cross-court pass now to Riley Beck. Beck's going to drive it in, going to kick it back out. That shot is going to be up and no good. Going to be rebounded by Carbajal. Her shot up and no good. Bella Phillips with her second rebound. Ramirez up into the front court. Mustangs to set up their offense. Gets it into the hands now of Ramirez to Taylor out at the three-point line. Lauren Swetzig's going to kick it back out to Taylor, left wing. Now into the hands of Jimenez and at the left point, and her pass, not a good one as it goes out of bounds on the far side. So 4 turnovers here early on for the Lady Mustangs, but they do lead it, they are behind by 1, 5-4. Bo Tellez into the game for the Lady Mustangs, along with Clementine Darnell. Over on the far side to Amac, out on the left wing. She's holding now. She's going to get underneath the Carbajal. She's going to back down. Taylor with the block. Don't think we're going to keep track of tonight. So the Mustangs will take control as it goes out of bounds on the far side. But Ava Taylor is number 1 in 4A in block shots per game at 5.1, I believe.
She's got some height on her too. So
yeah, she's a tall girl. So a foul now on Northridge, and that will be on Clementine Darnell. That will be her first, team's second. So the Mustangs will inbound just short of the half-court line into the hands of Ramirez. That pass is going to be tipped away, but taken by Taylor. Lauren Swetzig down at the left baseline. She's going to get it back out to Taylor in the left corner. Back now to Jimenez underneath the Phillips. Then kick it back out to Taylor for a 3. That's going to come up short. Bella Phillips with the rebound. And she is, they're going to count that. Let's see, it goes to Phillips. Let's see if it was on the floor or if they're going to say it was before the shot. Apparently before the shot. That will go on Bo Tellez. That will be foul number 3. Mustangs inbound right baseline of their basket underneath the Ramirez. Ramirez comes up short though, rebounded by Carbajal. 4 minutes left here, first period. Grizzlies up 5-4. 3 is taken, comes up short and off of Northridge and out of bounds. So Lady Mustangs will take possession. Riley Beck back into the game for the Grizzlies. Now the Grizzlies are going to put on some full court pressure. Excuse me. Get it to Jimenez. She's going to drive it down, and then it's knocked out of her hands and out of bounds. So the Mustangs will inbound left baseline of their basket. Taylor will trigger it in for the Lady Mustangs. Get it in to Swetzig. Back to Taylor. Taylor needs to take it up, and she does. Going to come up short, going to be rebounded by Maya Burkholder. Pass down court now into the hands of Clementine. Her layup is going to be up and no good. Going to be rebounded by Ramirez. And she gets it up into the front court to set up the Mustang offense. Dribbles it down the right side, picks it up to Phillips at the free throw line. Underneath the Taylor in the lane. Taylor's going to turn and shoot, and that is going to bounce around and go in for Ava Taylor. Now a timeout, just a 30-second timeout will be taken by the Lady Mustangs, but we'll just keep it right here. Equitable Savings and Loan. Borrow locally from people you know. Equitable has been providing personal bankers to help you through all the steps. Stop by one of 10 locations across the plains or visit equitable-savings.com. So glad to have Corey with me here tonight.
It's nice to be here. Thank you very much.
Yeah, so competitive contest here tonight, 6-5. 6-5. Northridge comes in 5-2, 1-1 in league. They're averaging 45, almost 46 points a game, but they're also giving up 45 points a game. Lady Mustangs are 0-8, 0-4 in league, averaging 22.25 points, but they're giving up 63. So right now they're doing a pretty good job. So
we'll see what the night unfolds.
As they get the ball down court, and the ball is going to be taken away. Turnover, Northridge. There's going to be a foul called on the pass. And that is going to go on Bo Tellez. That is her second.
Right now, they're each team sitting about 4 turnovers.
So now the Mustangs will inbound right baseline of their basket. Svetsi gets it into Ramirez. Ramirez's shot is up and good. 5 points on the night by Ramirez. Lady Mustangs still with full court pressure, up 8-5 with 2:40 to go. Clementine, that ball goes through the hands over onto the far side to Beck. Beck up top and now underneath to Clementine, and that shot is going to be up and good for Darnell. 8-7 Mustangs. To Phillips. Back up to Jimenez. Over on the far side now underneath to Taylor. Taylor's going to try to get it underneath, but her pass is intercepted, trying to get it to Phillips underneath. The Grizzlies pull it back out with Fulton. Fulton's going to back it out. Mustangs don't have to go out, and they don't right at the moment. Into the hands now of Bo Tellez. Tellez out on the left high wing. Picks up her dribble now up top to Darnell. Into the hands of Fulton. They tried to get it underneath and stepped out of bounds. Did the Grizzlies. Into the game now for the Lady Mustangs will be Charlotte Marquez. See, somebody else must have come in too. Must be, see, number 15 be Kiara Alleman came in. So Bella Phillips will take a seat along with Jimenez. Up top to Ramirez. Ramirez from the free throw line. Up and good. Shailene Ramirez. 7 points on the night for Ramirez. Lady Mustangs up 10-7. Into the hands of Darnell now underneath to Carbajal. Carbajal, she's going to be fouled on the shot. And that's going to be Ava Taylor. That will be her first, team first. With 1:19 left here in the first period, Lady Mustangs up 10-7.
I did not notice that new scoreboard.
Yeah, it's a nice scoreboard, yep. So Sophia Carbajal will go to the line to shoot 2. She has 1 bucket on the night. Free throw is up, rattles in. So she will shoot free throw number 2 as soon as the ref hands it to her, and she does. He does, excuse me. Carbajal bends, shoots off the back of the rim, no good. Going to be rebounded by Shailene Ramirez. Shailene's going to drive it all the way down. Her shot is going to be blocked by Carbajal into the hands of Fulton. Fulton gets the ball up into the front court to set up the Grizzly offense. 1 minute to go here in this first period. The Mustangs up 10-8. They look to get it into Carbajal in the lane. That shot is going to be up and no good. Going to be rebounded and put back up and in. I believe that is Savannah Amack. I think that was number 11, wasn't it? Yes.
Yeah.
So into the hands of Ramirez. A 3 up for her off the side of the rim, but no good. Going to be rebounded by Charlotte Marquez. And she is going to be fouled. So a nice strong rebound there by Marquez. Did not see who that was on. I missed the number. I don't know if they're putting them up on the... Saying that was on Savannah Amack. That will be her first. So that's 5 fouls. So this is an automatic 2-shot now in basketball this year. No 1-and-1s. So Charlotte Marquez will go to the line to shoot 2. First one is up and good for Charlotte. Her first point of the night.
Say before I'll say it again, this is where it makes or breaks games sometimes.
Yep. Next free throw off the back of the rim, no good. Going to be rebounded and finally taken away by Beck. Layup is going to be up and no good, but Amack is going to be fouled on the shot. And that will go against Shailene Ramirez. That will be her first. Going to the line. Free throw is up and good. I believe that was Amack. Is that where I said that was, I believe? First
Yes.
Free throw is up and good. Thought Carbajal was going to take a seat there for a minute, but just wanted to talk to the coach. Next free throw is up and good. Lady Mustangs down 12-11. Turnover, Lady Mustangs. Shot is going to be up and no good on the layup, but Darnell is going to be fouled. Let's see if that's going to be on. That will be the second on Shailene Ramirez. They're going to have to protect her a little bit. She's the one that's kind of been their offense so far tonight. She got 7 points on the night. So Clementine Darnell to shoot 2. Free throw is off the side of the rim and no good. But she will shoot free throw number 2. She gets the ball back from the referee. Shot is up off the back of the rim, no good. Going to be rebounded though by Amack. Mustang's not blocking out. Into the hands now of Fulton out at the point. She's going to drive it down the right side, and they're going to call a foul, and that is going to be, I believe, on Kiera Alleman. That will be her first, team third. So the Grizzlies will inbound right baseline of their basket with 5.8 seconds left here in this first period, excuse me. Shot is going to be up and no good, going to be rebounded underneath. Carbajal is going to go up with it, and it will not go. So at the end of one, it is the Grizzlies 12, your Lady Mustangs 11, here on Morgan County's B106 and the Eastern Plains Sports Network. Back here at Stan Lampe Gymnasium in Fort Morgan, we start period number 2 with the Lady Mustangs with control of the ball. Charlotte Marquez out on the high left wing, picks up her dribble. Now the ball is going to be tipped away. Turnover, Lady Mustangs. Mustangs tip it out of bounds. So the Grizzlies will retain possession. It will be Fulton to inbounds, being guarded by Marquez. Looks. She gets it into Burkholder. Back to Fulton. She keeps that dribble alive out at the high point. Now, 3 from the left side is going to be up and no good. Rebounded there by Kiera Alleman. Excuse me. Charlotte Marquez on the far side underneath the Phillips. Phillips' shot is up and good right at the bucket. So Phillips with her first 2-pointer tonight. Mustangs back in front 13-12. Amack with the 3. That's off the front of the rim, no good. Going to be rebounded by Carbajal. And it's going to be knocked out of bounds by Alleman. So the Grizzlies will retain possession. They will inbounds left baseline in their basket. Riley Beck that comes in for Amack. Fulton to inbounds. She gets it into Beck. Oh, that's going to be a foul on Alleman on the reach. That will be her second. Team first here in this second period. So Fulton to inbounds. Left baseline once again. They lob it into Carbajal, and shot is going to be up and good. 6 points on the night for Sophia Carbajal. Mustangs have the ball tipped away momentarily, but let's see what happens here out front. We're going to have a scrim here at the almost mid-court, and that will be a turnover as the Grizzlies will take possession. Shailene Ramirez, actually, excuse me. Shailene Ramirez. She is coming in for Kiera Alleman. The Mustangs are down by 1, 14-13 here with 6.5 to go in the second period. Fulton's going to pop for a 3 off the backboard and no good. Going to be rebounded by Carbajal, and then she is going to, they're going to call a jump. Wow. So that will be possession to the Mustangs. Full court pressure once again by the Grizzlies. See if the Mustangs, that ball is going to be tipped away. Finally kept by the Mustangs, but they're not going to get it across court. They do get a timeout called here by the head coach. Good thing, or they wouldn't have been able to, they would have had the 10-second rule into effect. So a 30-second timeout here by the head coach of the Fort Morgan Mustangs, Brett Anderson. Stubbs Gas and Oil one-stop shopping does exist. Gas, food, and all your travel accessories. Get off I-76 at exit 66A in Wiggins to visit them. Good little place to stop and get a snack, or you have some good hot food there.
It's making me hungry.
You have to wait a couple hours. Mustangs will inbounds far side. It will be Kiera Jimenez to inbounds. Gets it in to Ramirez. She's going to pass it off now to Marquez. Gets it back. Now the ball is going to be tipped away by Beck. And she comes down with it now. Fulton's going to drive it all the way down. I believe that was blocked by Taylor. Now she's going to get a rebound for Ava Taylor. Bounce pass up to Ramirez. Ramirez keeps the dribble alive, back out to Marquez. Bounce pass into Phillip. And that's going to be a tie-up. So that will be basically a turnover by the Lady Mustangs. It will go to the Lady Grizzlies. And they are up 14-13 with 5:40 to go here in the second period. Up to Carbajal. She's going to pass. She's going to pass off. Excuse me. Layup is going to be up and good by Clementine Darnell. 4 points on the night for Darnell. Charlotte Marquez has the ball tipped away. She retrieves it, gives it back to Ramirez over on the far side to Jimenez. Back to Ramirez. Ramirez going to drive it in and pick it up. Phillips in the lane. She's going to kick it out to Marquez. 3 is off the back of the rim and no good. Going to be rebounded by Beck. Into the hands of Fulton. She's driving it down that left side. That looked like a walk. Nothing called. The layup is going to be up and good by Jillian Fulton. 5 points on the night for Fulton. Ramirez on the far side to Marquez. Going to be tipped away and taken away by Beck. They have 11 turnovers on the Lady Mustangs. They're down 18-13 here with 4:30 to go here in the second period. Back on the near side now to Darnell. That's going to be a push. That's going to be on Kiera Jimenez. Be her first. So Lauren Swetzik will come in for Charlotte Marquez. Yes, Fulton had a buzzer. I'm not sure what that was all about. I guess they're all set. So Fulton will inbound right baseline of their basket, being guarded by Swetzik. Get it in, and that shot is going to be up and good by Maya Burkholder. Her first points of the night. Into the hands now of Swetzik. I thought she traveled there, but nothing called. They got to quit going into that center. It's just not there. That's going to be another turnover by the Lady Mustangs. Layup is going to be up and no good. Going to be rebounded by Lauren Swetzik. Nice job there by Swetzik. It will be Mustang ball. The Mustangs Get the ball in to Ramirez. That ball has got off the foot of Jimenez and turnover to the Grizzlies. Layup underneath is going to be up and good. And once again, that's going to be Savannah Amack. Could have had a reach call there, nothing called into the hands now of Jimenez. Layup is going to be up and no good, going to be rebounded by Carbajal. Into the hands now of Darnell. Shot is going to be up and no good, going to be rebounded by Carbajal. Up and good. 8 points on the night for Carbajal. Not a good pass once again, taken away by the Grizzlies. 24-13, that shot is going to be up and good by Carbajal. So what was a close game has gotten away from the Mustangs as they're not being able to handle the pressure by Northridge.
Seen Northridge putting up a lot of full court press right there and making it difficult for the Mustangs to get it down the lane.
Yeah, they just can't get it.
Right now I have the Mustangs sitting at 15 turnovers and the Northridge sitting at 6.
Works for me. So, see if Coach Brett Anderson can stem the tide here a little bit. And take the time out. Miller's Landscaping, you put so much time and effort into your show animals, offering a wide selection of livestock, feed, and supplies. Stop by 19645 County Road Q in Fort Morgan. Carbajal in the year is averaging at 15.1 points a game. Amack is at 11. So Carbajal, she has 10 points on the night. She's already over halfway to her game average. Get it in to Taylor. Back to Sweatzik. Into the hands of Alleman. Another turnover by the Lady Mustangs. Just not good passes here. Fulton's going to stop and pop for a 3, and that's off to the side of the rim and no good. Going to be rebounded by Taylor. Into the hands of Jimenez. A lot of reaching, nothing being called. Now they're going to call one on Darnell. That will be her second. Mustangs one bounce far side. Taylor comes out. Bella Phillips into the contest for the Lady Mustangs. Ramirez to inbounds. Excuse me. As she does into the hands of Jimenez. Back to Ramirez as she chases it down here on the left side. Not a good pass. That's going to be picked up by Fulton in the back in the front court. Layup is going to be up and good for Jillian Fulton. Shailene Ramirez on the breakaway. She'll just go up with it too hard over the basket. And then a foul on, that will be on Lauren Sweatzik. That will be her first. So Mustangs going to put on a little pressure of their own here with 2:26 to go. Lady Mustangs are now down 28-13. Layup is going to be up and no good. Off of Fulton. Mustangs will throw it in. Lauren Sweatzik to inbounds. It's into the hands of Kiera Jimenez. Back to Sweatzik. Into the hands of Ramirez as she gets it up into the front court. Drives it down. Now she's going to back it out into the corner. Pass is going to be tipped and finally taken away by Fulton. 2 minutes to go here, first half. Fulton underhand layup is up and no good. Going to be rebounded by Shailene Ramirez. Into the hands now of Alleman. Alleman's layup is going to be up and no good, but she is fouled on the shot. She will go to the line to shoot 2. Let's see who that is going to be on. That is going to be on Savannah Amack. That will be her second. So Kiara Alleman to go to the line to shoot 2. Minute 54 to go here. Lady Mustangs are down 28-13. Let's see if we can get off that 13. Not with that free throw, we're not. So it will. Free throw number 2. Marquez comes in for Ramirez. Kiera Alleman with free throw number 2. And that bounces around and goes in for Alleman for her first point of the game. Mustangs with full court pressure into the hands on the far side to Amac. We're going to get it into Beck at the free throw line. Ball is going to be tipped away. Let's see if the Mustangs can save it. And they do, and then they're going to turn it right back over. So back-to-back turnovers. The 3 is going to be up, and that is going to be good for Fulton. Her second triple of the night. Mustangs get the ball up into the front court. Charlotte Marquez going to drive it all the way down, and then she is going to be fouled on the layup, and that's going to be on Amac, I believe. That will be her 3rd. So Savannah Amac with 3. Let's see if they set her, and it looks like Carbajal will come in, but Charlotte Marquez will go to the line to shoot 2. Minute 19, free throws a little short off the front of the rim. So Carbajal to come in for Amac. Minute 19 to go here, first half. 31-14. Charlotte Marquez, free throw number 2. Up off the back of the rim and no good. Going to be rebounded by Darnell. Into the hands of Boteles, into the hands now of Carbajal. She's going to be fouled on the shot. I believe that's going to be on Kiera Jimenez. Nope, they're going to say that is going to be on Lauren Swetzik. That will be her 2nd. So that will send Carbajal to the line to shoot 2. She hit 2 free throws in the first period. She is 2 for 2 with a minute and 11 to go here, first half. First free throw is in and out. Shailene Ramirez, Ava Taylor to come in for the Lady Mustangs. Lauren Swetzik. Kiera Jimenez will take a seat. 31-14. 1:11 left here, second period. Carbajal, a couple of dribbles. Shoots. Up and good. 32-14 as the Mustangs face full court pressure once again. Into the hands of Ramirez, now into Alleman. Back to Ramirez. They got to get it down court, girls. There you go. Into the hands now of Alleman, into the front court now to Phillips. Underneath, but that was not a good pass as Fulton was waiting right there for it. So Fulton's going to drive it all the way down, and her layup is going to be up and no good, but she was fouled. She was the blocking foul. It looks like maybe on Bella Phillips, the way she's limping around, and it will be on Phillips. That will be her first. So that will send Fulton to the line for the first time tonight to shoot 2. First free throw off the back of the iron and no good. Into the game is Yelena Ramirez. She will replace Bella Phillips. Bella got the worst end of that foul. Free throw rolls around and in for Fulton. Into the game now is Bailey McGeen for Northridge, as they're going to back off on the press with 49 seconds to go here, first half. Marquez gets it into the front court, keeps that dribble alive, being guarded by Beck. Ball is going to be taken away from Marquez by Beck. She was double teamed. McGeen now with the layup up and good for Bailey McGeen, her first bucket of the night. 35-14, ball is going to be tipped and taken away by Northridge. Into the hands, now back to Beck. Beck shot is going to be up and good at the bucket. Now another timeout, full timeout is going to be taken by head coach Brett Anderson. 17.5 seconds to go here in the first half. He's going to be about out of timeouts, but
Yep.
I know there was times last year they were out of timeouts and he would still take a timeout, even though it would cost them a technical foul and the other team would get to shoot. I'm not sure if that. I guess this is the learning experience. So.
Right.
And I think this is, I believe, probably the third one.
Trying to, I know we're sitting at 14-37 Grizzlies, but got to try to get a timeout here and there to try to kind of calm it down a little bit and refocus and see what they can do.
Yeah. Get him slowed down a little bit. I think he's probably telling him, you got to watch your passes because that's what it's all been. They've been passing when they're not open.
Yeah, I would agree with that.
And I don't think they're.
Mustang's sitting at 22 turnovers right now.
Yep. So I still only have 7 for, what do you got for?
8.
8, okay. So Allman to inbounds as Northridge is backed off on the press. Allman inbounds to Marquez. Marquez into the front court, going to be double teamed, going to get it off to Shailene Ramirez. They're going to get it underneath. That ball is going to be blocked as Jelena Ramirez tried to go up with it. And that is how the first half will come to an end. It was close at the end of one, but the Grizzlies have pulled away. They lead at 37-14 as we go to halftime here on Morgan County's B106 and the Eastern Plains Sports Network. Back here at Stan Lampe Gymnasium in Fort Morgan, the Lady Mustangs will come out here and see if they can chip away at this deficit that they're in, and it sits at 37-14. So we will see what Coach Anderson has got up his sleeve. But one thing they can't do is turn the ball over, 23 times. They were really pretty good in that first quarter.
They limit that. I can see, be a contention. Or at least catch up.
But they weren't being pressed either that first half or first quarter either. So
that's very much true. But it seems like when they're putting on the press, they're kind of choking a little bit. But just feeling the pressure,
Yep. A lot of underclassmen out there. As we said before, there are no seniors on this team, so
it takes practice.
Yep. And you have at least 2 freshmen starting this second period here as they get the ball into the Shailene Ramirez. Ball's tipped away, but Shailene continued with it. Now Lauren Swetzig tied up for a minute. Now to Ava Taylor in the right corner underneath the Bella Phillips. Phillips' shot is up and no good. She gets her own rebound. That shot is up and no good. Going to be rebounded by Carbajal. So 2 shots there, but could not come down with it. Into the hands of Riley Beck over to Fulton. Fulton's going to run the offense here over on the near side now to Amack. Amack is going to drive it all the way down, and there's going to be a hand check before the layup. I believe that was on Bella Phillips. That will be her second. I have her for 2. They're only showing 1 up on the board. Now they got it up there. Here's his inbounds back into the lane. Ball's tipped away. She goes down, gets it to Darnell. Back to Beck on the right wing. Court pass is knocked away, but Amack comes down with it. Shot is going to be up and no good. Clementine comes down with it. Riley Beck for a 3 from the right side, up and no good. Mustangs just cannot control it. Amack with a rebound. Now to Fulton. And finally, Shailene Ramirez comes down with a rebound. Shailene going to drive it all the way down. Layup is up and no good. Going to be a tie-up, and that will be possession to the Grizzlies. So a minute 10 off here in this third period, and no score yet for either team. 37-14 into the hands now of Amack. Into the front court. She's going to drive it down. She's going to pull it out. Going to get it underneath to Carbajal. Back out to Amack in the left corner. That shot is going to be up and good for Savannah Amack. 8 points on the night for Amack. Pass to Phillips, now to Taylor. Pass underneath to Lauren Swetzig. And she's going to pass it over, and there's going to be a foul called, knocked out of bounds. That's on Amack. That's going to be her fourth. And she will probably take a seat. Amack will go to the bench. Maya Burkholder will come in. So 39-14 into Phillips. Phillips' layup is up and good. Nice inbounds play there by the Lady Mustangs. 5 points on the night for Phillips. Full court pressure once again here by the Mustangs. Grizzlies get it up into the front court. Back now to Fulton. Fulton out at the point. She sets up the offense. Screen by Carbajal. Shot is going to be up and no good. Rebound is going to come down to Clementine, and then that shot is going to be up and good by Burkholder. Svetsik on the near side now to Taylor. Taylor, we're going to call a tie-up as Beck reached in on Taylor, and that will be to the Lady Mustangs. 5:40 to go here, third period, 41-16. Darnell will take a seat. In will come Bo Tellez. Svetsik the inbounds. They do get it in to Ramirez. She's going to go out to the left wing. Now to Phillips at the elbow. She needs to shoot that thing. Ramirez with the three, and that is up and good. Shailene Ramirez with her second three of the night. She has 10 points. Now Fulton up into the front court. And that pass is going to be out of the reach of Tellez, so turnover for the Grizzlies. Shailene Ramirez into the front court. Her pass over the head and out of bounds of Kira Jimenez. Got to take advantage of the turnovers once you get them, and the Grizzlies have just turned it over. Fulton's going to drive it into the lane, stop and pop. Shot is going to be up and no good. Going to be rebounded by Ramirez. Nice job on the night here by Shailene Ramirez. I believe that's 7 for her. Phillips at the elbow, now to Lauren Swetzig, into Taylor. Taylor in the lane. Now to Lauren Swetzig. Her shot is going to be up and no good. Rebounded by Phillips. Up and good by Bella Phillips. 7 points on the night for Phillips. Riley Beck pass down court to Tellez. Tellez is going to stop and pop. Shot is going to be up and good by Bo Tellez. Her first bucket of the night. 43-21, 22-point lead here for the Grizzlies. That shot is going to be blocked by Carbajal. Comes down into the hands of Fulton. Fulton on the left wing. Yeah, she was out of bounds, then grabbed the ball, did Riley Beck. So that'll be a turnover for the Grizzlies. Let's see who's coming in here. We have Melina Richards along with Kiera Alleman. Charlotte Marquez into the game. So Bella Phillips will take a seat along with Lauren Swetzig and Kiera Jimenez. Bounce pass, that pass is going to be knocked away, and Tellez will come up with a loose ball after it was tipped and try to get a pass underneath. Fulton's going to drive it in now. Amack for a three, up and no good, going to be rebounded by Marquez. Marquez brings it up. She's going to hand it off to Taylor, now to Alleman. Alleman's going to drive it down, layup up and no good, going to be rebounded by Bo Tellez. And then the Mustangs take it away. Shot is going to be up and no good, but Alleman was fouled. And that foul will be on Bo Tellez. Tellez So that will send Kiera Alleman to the line to shoot 2. She was one of 2 in the second period. 3:24 to go here in the third period. First free throw bounces off the back of the iron and no good. 43-21, 3:24 to go third period. See if Kiera Alleman can get the second one, and that is up and good for Alleman. Lauren Swetzik will come in for Alleman. No. She's coming in for Ramirez. And Amac will take a seat. Bailey McGeen will come in. Mustangs put on full court pressure once again into the hands of Telez. Now Carbajal back to Burkholder. And Burkholder was called for the travel. So a couple of turnovers here by the Lady Grizzlies. Mustangs will inbound right baseline of their basket. Lauren Swetzik to inbounds. Get the ball in, but it's going to be off of Fulton and out of bounds. Melina Richards open for a minute. So they will inbounds. Nope, they're going to put it back over on the left side of the basket this time. Inbounds for the Lady Mustangs. Lauren Swetzik once again as she gets it in to Richards. Picks up her dribble now to Charlotte, to Lauren Swetzik, and that pass is going to be tipped and taken away. Fulton backs it out. Now she's going to drive it down the lane. Fulton, that shot is going to be blocked by Taylor. That's number 3 on the night for Taylor. Lauren Swetzik over on the far side to Marquez, now underneath to Alleman. She's going to kick it back out to Marquez. Her shot is going to be air ball, rebounded by McGeen. And then a foul will be called on Melina Richards. That will be her first. That is the team's second here in the third period.
Sorry it took us so long.
Grizzlies with possession into the hands of Burkholder, excuse me. Shot is going to be up, and that is going to be good by Bo Telez. 4 points in the quarter for Telez. 45-22, 23-point lead. Another turnover by the Lady Mustangs. Ill-advised pass. Layup is going to be up and no good. Going to be rebounded by Lauren Swetzik. And she brings it up court now to Marquez, and that ball is going to be tipped out of bounds. So it should be Lady Mustang ball, and it is. Actually, it hit off the ref, and he was standing out. He was standing off of the court, so Bella Phillips into the game for Ava Taylor. Get it into Marquez. Marquez going to drive it down. She's going to kick it out, and that ball is going to be taken by Fulton. Now into the hands on the far side of McGeen. Fulton out at the top once again. Minute 43 to go here. 45-22, 23-point lead here for the Grizzlies. 3 taken from up top is up and no good. Going to be rebounded. And a jump is going to be called. That will be possession to the Grizzlies. Lillian Schindel into the game for the Grizzlies. He will inbound right baseline of their basket. Bounce pass in to McGeen. Now over on the far side to Fulton. That shot is going to be off the front of the rim and no good. And rebound finally comes back to Fulton. Layup is going to be up and it's going to count. And she was fouled on the shot. Let's see who that's going to go on. That is going to go on Kiera Alleman. That will be her third. So Jillian Fulton with her first basket of the third period. Now she will go to the line to shoot 1. That is up and nothing but the bottom of the net 14 points on the night for Fulton. Not a good pass. Let's see who it finally ends up with. It was a bad pass being Mustangs finally do come down with it. Batted around there. Now it's going to be a foul on the Grizzlies, and that will be on Lillian Schindel. That is the third foul. Each team with 3 team fouls. Shailene Ramirez into the game for Melina Richards. 48-22. Grizzlies here with 1:04 to go. Into Alleman. Alleman finally to Phillips at the free throw line. In and out for Bella Phillips. Then Lauren Swetzik with the rebound, and she was fouled on the shot. And I believe that is Darnell. That will be her third. So that will send Lauren Swetzik to the line to shoot 2. See if she can get a point here tonight. That's going to be up, bounce around, and no good. 57.3 seconds to go here, third period. 48-22 Grizzlies. Lauren Swetzik with free throw number 2 up and good for her first point of the night. Grizzlies look to get it in. They do get it in to Tellez. She's going to get it back over to Fulton. Fulton down to Darnell, and the Mustangs take it away. I believe that is going to be on Darnell again. I believe maybe they said 14. It's going to be on. It's going to be on Fulton. That will be her first. So that's the 5th team foul. So Mark Charlotte will go to the line to shoot 2. With 46.1 seconds to go here, third period. Free throw is off the back iron and no good. As they were checking to see if anybody was subbing in, and they are not. Charlotte, free throws off the front of the rim and no good. Rebounded by Bella Phillips. Her shot is going to be up and no good. Going to be rebounded and finally taken away by Ramirez. I wonder they didn't call her over the back. Shot in is up and good by Lauren Swetzik as the ball was bounced around there. And that foul is going to go on Lillian Schindel. That will be her second. So Lauren Swetzik with the bucket, and she will go to the line to shoot 1. Up off the back of the iron and no good. And Mustangs with the rebound goes to Swetzik. Swetzik gets it back from Phillips. Her layup is going to be up and no good. Going to be rebounded. The girls are fighting hard, that's for darn sure. But down to Fulton. She gets it up into the front court. She's going to drive it all the way down. It looks like a travel. Fulton with the bucket. 16 points on the night for Fulton. Ramirez is going to drive it up. Layup is going to be up and no good off of the rim. And that is going to be knocked out of bounds by Samantha Zielsdorf for the Grizzlies. So the Mustangs will retain possession right after a timeout has been taken by head coach Brett Anderson. As the Lady Mustangs are down 25 by a count of 50-25. Premier Farm Credit. For over 100 years, they've been providing affordable, reliable, and consistent credit. Visit premieraca.com. Northeastern, whether you're a traditional or non-traditional student looking for an associate's degree or a specialized certificate, visit njc.edu.
Never too soon, never too late to go back to college, Brian.
No, I don't know about that. I thought it was too late. I thought it was too early to go back when I was 20 years old. So anyway, half a second left here as the Brett Anderson calls his timeout.
How many timeouts?
I have a question for you.
Yeah.
How's that pizza?
Pizza's pretty good, thank
Good.
you.
As the Mustangs will inbound with half a second left here. They will inbound right baseline of their basket. Yeah, as soon as they break the huddle, and they do, Lauren Swetzik will inbounds. Yeah, she gets the ball from the ref. Now to Phillips in the corner, and nothing happened on that little possession, so the third period will come to an end with the Lady Mustangs down 25, 50 to 25 here on Morgan County's B106 and the Eastern Plains Sports Network. 8 minutes left here in the contest as the Mustangs will inbounds far side. Shailene Ramirez to inbound. She gets it into Marquez. Marquez being guarded by Fulton. Reach there, nothing called. Gets it off now to Swetzik to Bella Phillips. Shailene, they call it. Must have called 3 seconds on the Mustangs. So I have them at 30 turnovers. I think that's what you'll have too. So Fort Morgan, the Grizzlies inbounds to Zielsdorf. Over on the far side, that ball is going to be tipped, finally taken away by the Lady Mustangs. And Alleman, Shailene Ramirez for the 3, up and off the back of the rim and no good, off of the backboard first. And the ball is going to be tipped away once again by the Lady Mustangs. Shailene Ramirez picks up her dribble to Bella Phillips. Marquez, her pass underneath, not a good pass whatsoever. As Fulton into the front court underneath the Carbajal. Layup is going to be up and no good. Carbajal with a rebound and the putback, and that did not go, but she was fouled on the shot. And that looks like that will be on Lauren Swetzik. That will be her 3rd. So Carbajal will go to the line to shoot 2. (50-25). First free throw bounces around and is no good. 3 of 5 so far from the line is Carbajal. Next free throw up and good. First point of the second half for Carbajal. Marquez bounce pass to Ramirez. Now to Swetzik, back to Marquez, back to Ramirez on the right wing. Over on the far side, now to Swetzik, back up to Marquez, back to Swetzik. Swetzik gets it to Ramirez. Ball tipped around, but Ramirez keeps control now to Marquez. She's going to be in the right corner. That pass is going to be trying to wrap around pass and was taken away by the Grizzlies. Amack's going to drive it all the way down. Her layup is going to be up and good, coast to coast for Savannah Amack. Mustangs with possession now into the hands of Marquez out on the right wing. Cross court now to Ramirez over on the left wing. Nice screen there by Charlotte. Going to get it underneath. Ball's going to be tipped away, but taken by Alleman. And it was tipped out of bounds by Amack. The Mustangs will retain possession. Bo Telez will come in along with Clementine Darnell. For the Grizzlies, Mustangs inbounds to Marquez. Shailene Ramirez is going to stop and pop from the free throw line. She was off balance when she shot that. Fulton with the rebound. Now to Darnell. She walked. Good call there, ref. So turnover, Lady Grizzlies. 5:37 to go here, fourth period. 53-25. Shailene Ramirez with a 3. Up and good. Shailene Ramirez with her 3rd 3 of the night. 13 points on the night for Shailene Ramirez. Into the hands now of Fulton. Fulton up into the front court, being guarded there by Swetzik. Layup is going to be up and no good. Going to be rebounded by Darnell. Up and good for Darnell. Marquez being guarded by Fulton. A lot of hand checking. They're not supposed to hand check, and they've got her hands all over her. Now to Bella Phillips. Underneath, pass is going to be tipped and taken away. 33 turnovers for the Mustangs. Now to Carbajal. Carbajal layup is going to be good. Marquez now on the right wing, picks up her dribble. Ball is going to be tipped away once again by Carbajal into the hands of Darnell. Now into the hands of Zielsdorf. Bo Telez, layup is going to be up and good by Bo Telez. 59-28, 31-point lead. Into the hands now of Marquez, Bella Phillips. Phillips going to have her shot blocked out of bounds by Carbajal. Whole new group of girls coming in for the Lady Mustangs. Rachel Daniels will be in. Ava Taylor will be in. Kiera Jimenez will come in along with Melina Richards and Yelena Ramirez as the Mustangs will inbounds into Yelena Ramirez to Ava Taylor. Ava Taylor shot is going to be up and good. Nice little turnaround for Taylor. 4 points on the night for Taylor. 59-30. Corner shot up and no good. Going to be rebounded. Going to be off of Taylor, I believe, and out of bounds. So the Grizzlies will retain possession. 3:45 to go. 59-30. 29-point lead. Ball is tipped, but kept by the Grizzlies. Nice hustle there by Melina Richards. Samantha Jackson. Shot is going to be up and no good. That shot is going to be up and no good. Rebounded, finally taken away by the rebound to Rachel Daniels, but then she is going to be called for the travel. So turnover number 35 for the Lady Mustangs. As the Grizzlies will inbounds. Left baseline, nice takeaway, and then saved and taken away once again by the Mustangs. We'll give turnover to the Grizzlies. Yelena Ramirez, excuse me. And she comes down with the rebound. I don't believe it was a shooting foul, but the foul will go on Samantha Jackson. That will be her first. Let's see who's coming into the game here for the Lady Mustangs. Will be Aubrey Alvarez. As she comes in for Ava Taylor. Mustangs to inbounds. They get it in and then promptly turn it over. And then a foul is going to be called on the... That will be on the Yelena Ramirez. That will be her first. I believe team's second, I believe. So it will be Telez to bring the ball up into the front court to set it up for the Grizzlies. Into the hands now of Samantha Jackson. Back into the hands of Telez. Drives it down. Now she's going to kick it back out. And that three is going to be up and no good. Going to be rebounded by Rachel Daniels. And then turnover by the Mustangs. And then a foul is going to be called on the Lady Mustangs. That will be on Kiera Jimenez, I believe. That will be her second. With 2:42 to go here, 59-30. Grizzlies look to get the ball in. They do get it in. Ball is tipped around by Schindel. That shot is going to be up and no good. Going to be rebounded and taken by Jackson. Back up top to Telez. Her shot up and no good. Yelena Ramirez with a rebound. Yelena Ramirez, a sophomore. Into the front court is Kiera Jimenez. Not a good pass. They're trying to go too far across. Looks like a takedown. 2 points. Let's see who they get. No. They'll call a tie-up, and then we'll be to the Grizzlies. 2:11 left here. Schindel gets the ball into Telez. And Telez just loses it, and then she commits the foul. So turnover, Lady Grizzlies. Mustangs will get it in to Kiera Jimenez, a freshman. And then the ball is taken away from her. She did real lackadaisical with the ball. Lamp is going to be up and no good at the far end, and then rebounded to Ramirez. Turnover, Lady Mustangs. With a minute 40 to go. A long two is up and no good by Darnell. Rebounded into the corner to Jackson. And now a three is going to be up, no good. Rebounded once again to Yelena Ramirez. And turnover number, right out of room here, number 41 for the Lady Mustangs. Into the hands of Zielsdorf. Ball is taken away by the Lady Mustangs. Turnover number 19 for the Grizzlies. Pass underneath, shot is going to be up and good. Nice little layup there by Melina Richards. Her first bucket of the night. Under a minute to go here, 59-32. Telez stops and pops. Going to be no good. Going to be rebounded by Kiera Jimenez. Then ball is going to be turned over once again, and then a travel is called. So turnover number 20 for the Northridge Grizzlies. 35 seconds to go here in the contest. Into the hands of Aubrey Alvarez underneath to Yelena Ramirez. Her shot up and no good. Now a jump is going to be called on the rebound, and that will stay with the Lady Mustangs. 26.5 seconds to go. It will be Kiera Jimenez to trigger it in for the Lady Mustangs. Looks. Does get it into Yelena. Nice inbounds play there as Yelena Ramirez gets her first bucket of the night. It's little things like that you just got to improve on and try to get better. So,
Absolutely.
Into the hands now of Schindel to Telez over on the far side. Now up top, and I think they're just going to play it out here. So this contest will come to an end by a count of 59-34. So we will be back with the post-game show here on Morgan County's B106 and the Eastern Plains Sports Network. Back here at Fort Morgan High School, the Fort Morgan post-game show is brought to you by Advanced Agri Solutions. Get a full plan of seed, food, and water for your field. Now is the time to begin your planning for next year's growing season. Call Dusty or Roxy at 970-571-2024. Well, the Lady Mustangs come up short tonight by a count of 59-34. Scoring for the Lady Grizzlies. Leading the scoring tonight was Jillian Fulton with 16, followed up by Sophia Carbajal with 14. And then Savannah Amack with 10. Bo Telez and Clementine Darnell each with 6. Maya Burkholder with 4. And 2 apiece for Bailey McGee and Riley Beck for their score. For the Lady Mustangs, the leading scorer tonight was Shailene Ramirez with 13. She had 3 threes tonight. Nice job from outside shooting by Shailene Ramirez. Next up was Bella Phillips with 7, followed up by Ava Taylor with 4, and then 3 block shots to go along with that. It was 3 points for Lauren Swetsik, 2 for Melina Richards, 2 for Kiara Alleman, 2 for Yelena Ramirez, and 1 for the freshman Charlotte Marquez. I had 42 turnovers for the Lady Mustangs and 20 by...
I'd agree with those numbers there. 42 turnovers, Lady Mustangs, 20 turnovers for the Northridge Grizzlies. As far as rebounds, the Northridge Grizzlies are sitting at 22 for tonight. 1 for Burkholder, 3 for Fulton, 2 for Darnell, 2 for Amac, 1 Jackson, Schindel 2, Beck 2, Telez 1, and Carball 8 for a total of 22. The Mustangs actually had 27 overall, but even though they had those more, I mean, it's just all those turnovers that really killed them tonight. But sitting there is Daniels 1, Zetwig 3, Ramirez 6, Elman 1, Taylor 3, Marquez 2, Phillips with it, nice 6, Jimenez 1, and Ramirez 4. And that was Ramirez. That was all just that last period, though. So good job.
Yep. Free throws, Mustangs were 5 of 15. Grizzlies were 7 of 13. So neither team doing real great from the free throw line. But Mustangs did come away with 34 points tonight, and they were averaging just at 22. So that'll get their average up and got some points on the board. And Shailene Ramirez looked good out there tonight. She had 9 points from behind the arc tonight. So nice job by her. So we will take another break and then be back with a look at the boys game here on Morgan County's B106 and the Eastern Plains Sports Network.